Brand New Animal, or BNA for short, is an anime that came out in 2020 spring or April, and in my opinion it's a great anime. Even though it's quite short, like 12 episodes, it's still great. It was made by Studio Trigger. It was directed by Yoshinari and produced by Akito Takahashi and Yukiko Takahase. It is written by Kazuki Nakashima and licensed by Netflix. The story revolves around Michiru Kagemori, a tanuki beastman. A beastman is a name for a humanoid animal. She was, until a year before the story starts, was a normal beastman. After an accident, together with her friend Nazuna Hiwatashi, also turned into a beastman. After turning into a beastman, Nazuna goes missing, and a year later Michiru makes her way into Anima City, a safe haven for beastmen, where she meets Ogamishiro, and the story follows them across Anima City afterwards. I'm not gonna continue anymore because I want to talk about the plot. The plot itself was great. The lore was very interesting, even though only several episodes went into the lore and most stayed out of it and stayed into the culture of the beastmen and what animals live there. The flow of the story was not so great. It felt like it was a bit choppy and squashed. I really wished it was longer because it really felt like it should have been longer with all the specialties the city has. Even though just one episode enriches us with a lot of the city already, it just feels too rushed. The ending was good and happened in just the last 2 episodes. It's not a slice of life anime, so you don't really expect much from it in the slice of life terms. It's memorable, yes, but in my opinion, other anime endings are more memorable to me. Maybe if they were extended, the story would stay in my mind longer. The anime is very neon, very bright and exciting, which stands out from other anime or most anime in the genre, where the colors are either very cartoonish or either very saturated to reflect how the plot is. So like in the show, in BNA, the colors in the city, it puts somewhat of a facade of the dark history that led to the city, the growth of the city, I mean. Sorry, I stuttered a lot. Most of the soundtracks, the original soundtracks, are composed by Mabanua. And they're normally in the background music. You don't really notice them unless you really pay attention. And the ending song, Night Running, is sung by Amy and produced by Shin Sakura. The original soundtracks are different from most other OSTs because if you normally think in an action, fantasy, science fiction genre anime, it wouldn't have such a electronic beat to it. I'm not sure if you could consider the OSTs as electronic, but overall it's great. It stands out. I'll link a playlist in the bottom. You can go check it out if you want. I have a feeling there will be another season because Netflix hasn't denied they're not making anymore. And since there's a light novel prologue, BNA 0, and a manga adaptation, I'm sure that if the manga doesn't go into the future or what happens after the last ending part, I'm sure there will be another season that will talk about it. I am not really a person who likes dive deep and ask who the voice actors or what other shows they've been in. I normally focus on the visuals, because I prefer that part, the anime, but for the sake of this, I will try my best. For Michiru, her voice is played by Sumire Morohoshi. She debuted as a solo singer under the record of Flying Dog and has played Yachi Hitoka in Haikyuu. Ogamishiro is played by Yoshimasa Hoyosa. He is a Japanese narrator. He also voices Fumikaze Tokoyami in My Hero Academia. They both have been voice actors in Bungo Stray Dogs, another anime, Kyoka Izumi and Doppo Kunida respectively. To end it off, I'll talk about recommendation. I think it's worth watching? Yes, I do. It's a great anime. Sometimes it's overlooked or forgotten because most people think of Beastars when you say humanoid animals, and maybe sometimes they just think it's another furry anime and they don't want anything to do with it. It is, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's not your generic furry anime, and even if you hate it, I recommend you watch it. Like, really watch it. It's great. Thank you if you stayed this long in the video. I'm sorry if it's a bit too long for your liking. I'm sorry that you might find other videos better, but I'm a small channel. I'm trying my best. Since you stayed this long, maybe give me a like, maybe a subscribe, maybe leave a comment. I don't care. Even if you don't want to, I'm glad because you at least gave me one view. That's it from me. Thank you for watching.